Okay, so I just got finished with a trail run out here at the Narrows, and I was running by, I saw this huge tree that had fallen down right here. And this thing's big. I don't know how well it's going to show up in video, but you know, it would take more than two of me to put my arms around this tree. And when I see big trees like this, you know, next to a tree of almost equal size right there, when I see big trees like this, I wonder how old this tree was when it died. How long has it been on the side here? And what killed it? Did it get struck by lightning? Did it just get sick with some type of tree disease or something? Did bugs get in it and weaken the trunk so that eventually it fell over? Did a storm knock it over? And did someone plant this tree? You know, however many years ago. I don't know, 100 years ago? 60? 150 years ago? Did it just get planted by a bird or a squirrel, or did it just, you know, come from a tree near it that's no longer here either? I see these big dead trees, and it just makes me think about all the history that these trees have seen. There are trees out in Joshua Tree National Park that have been dead for, gosh, I don't know how long. I took some pictures of them. They were beautiful, you know, and they're out there in the desert. How hard was that tree to grow out there in the desert? And you know, what killed it eventually? And what's going to be in this spot 100 years from now? This tree is going to fall apart. It's going to become part of the soil that regrows new trees. How many new trees are going to plant in this spot? Naturally, artificially? These are the things I think about when I'm out on these runs and I see these big trees. There's another one over there that's been down much longer. Big one right here that's flourishing quite well. I've always loved trees. I don't know a whole lot about them. I can't really identify trees very well. I can't really gauge their age very well. We had big trees growing up when I was a kid. We have big trees in our house now, and I'm gonna miss them when we move. But it just makes me glad I can come to this place, or all these parks for that matter, and see these big huge trees. Down by the river, the sycamore trees are just huge. I've taken pictures of them before and put them on Instagram. They're just beautiful trees. I don't really know where I'm going with this, other than the fact that I just felt like I needed to get that thought out, share it with people. There's a big sycamore tree at a Sweet Arrow Reserve that's like mostly like hollowed out. Looks dead. But if you go look at it in summer, it's got leaves. And I noticed a couple months ago when I was running there, I was taking pictures of it because it was a pretty tree. Maybe I'll put some in this video. But it actually has cables running between the branches to help hold it together, because it's such a big old tree that I'm assuming if those cables weren't there, it would just fall down. And that would be the end of the tree. So some of these trees are, you know, kept alive by human intervention. Some of them are just old, young. They'll just grow and die and give life to new trees. A couple more out there. I don't know if I can see that too well. You know, these trees here, this tree right here, look how tall it is. Next to this other tree that seems to be dead, I guess. Didn't really notice it until I looked up. When is this tree gonna fall over and this tree take over? You know? What's gonna knock it down? Wind? Lightning? Just the stress of being a big old tree? I don't know. Whenever I see somebody with big trees in their yard and they get them cut down, it makes me wonder why you don't like trees. Who doesn't like trees? You know, I mean, I will admit that it's a bit of maintenance, especially this year. We've had those little twirly things all over the place this year. I've gotten up on the roof 5 or 6 times to blow them off, sweep them up, throw them in the trash. And we have a redbud tree that drops redbuds all the time. And that is just, you know, just as much of a pain to pick up, and those fall every year. But I think it's worth it to have big, beautiful trees that birds can live in, squirrels can live in, provide you shade, oxygen. You know, that's pretty good. Everybody likes to breathe. I guess that's just my rant about trees. Take care.